Hi guys, my name is Seleste Martinez and I am an animator and illustration artist graduating from Northern Arizona University with a B.F.A in motion design. So grab onto your popcorn and hold onto your seats as we dive into my demo reel. So to start off my demo reel, I decided on the sushi conveyor belt countdown to be my opener. I wanted this piece to be very playful and almost resemble a Sesame Street sing-along countdown. I wanted this piece to seem complex, but not incredibly busy, so I focused on the sushi designs and making them rather simplistic, with a very strict range of colors. I also gave a callback to a previous character I created named Archie the Oxalotl, because who better to devour an entire sushi bar? So next we're greeted with a self-portrait of myself in my personal art style that pays homage to Japanese magical girl animes like Sailor Moon with big sparkly eyes and very saturated colors. This was such a fun animation to plan out and execute because it was all about me and everything I love, from sweets to Funko Pops to Hello Kitty. I really had to think about how I wanted to showcase my personality as a whole, and I did a lot of editing. I finalized a combination that felt best showed me truly. From there, I used a pink cloud coming from my head as a transition to signal to the viewer that we are now diving into the pink glittery depths of my brain. Once we are in my brain, the first thing we see is my Mexican and Japanese fusion dessert truck called Kawaii Loca. The idea is inspired by my half Mexican, half Japanese cousins that taught me that two cultures can mix harmoniously through food. I add a little bit of secondary motion through the tiny stop and start jolt halfway through. From there, we jump into the social media advertisement for the truck. I decided to highlight the food truck's main mascot and main food item, which is a boba tea topped with a concha. I highlight the main color of the food truck, which is pink, by placing it in various shades and tints in the background as to not make it look static. I chose the Pillsbury Doughboy to illustrate because he is so adorable, and who doesn't love that cute face? If you haven't guessed yet, I really enjoy digital illustration. I wanted to play with transitions in order to introduce this piece and decided to try out this cool and eye-catching starburst transition. I used only two colors, which were white and pink, in order to not overshadow the illustration. As I stated, this was an illustration and I wanted to convey a sense of movement. I did this by separating the pastries from the Doughboy by making them float in place because of course the Pillsbury Doughboy is magical. Why wouldn't he be? Then we are greeted by another cute face known as Dali The Dog. This animation was created for Dali Cuéntame, a Spanish to English podcast. I started illustrating their furry mascot Dali and then finally stuck with one that fit best. The final result was a few short transition animations to place in between segment changes. Following up Dale, we see my Tyler the Creator Igor album poster that I transitioned into a moving piece. It almost feels like an ad for the album. When making the original poster, I wanted to stick with the album's strict monochromatic color scheme and landed on the main pink color since it is so iconic and very recognizable to any fan. This train segment of animation is from my Reardon Family informational video. I talk about the significance of the Reardon family and all that they have contributed to Flagstaff when the town was first developed. I really wanted to play with color and decided for this piece I would stick with a periwinkle blue scale as a reason to keep the whole video cohesive and to allow the viewer to digest all of the historical information that I was throwing out. Out from the smoke of the train, we see my design for the bride of Frankenstein from It's Alive. Clever, right? She wakes up from her slumber and looks around, pushing forward the idea of being in a totally new setting or different part of the reel. I use a hint of anticipation before she frantically looks side to side. I also use motion blur to give a very cartoony feel. As a motion designer, network packaging is super important when it comes to making many animations that all cohesively fit together. For my network package, I created a cartoon station named Sad TV. This pumpkin head twist on the original animation is for the holiday special to be shown during the Halloween season. Outer Worlds was and still is one of my favorite animations that I've created because I've never had such a big creative streak when I've started making this animation. I wanted to create a story world for a show called Outer Worlds. The scene I decided to depict is when the main character Zelina finds B3 in a trash room, completely lifeless. The scene is spooky and ominous, which is very different from how the rest of the show takes place, but is a good fit here. Next, we have this jump scare of an animation. This animation is very creepy to me because the nun just stares into your soul waiting to strike. Staying on the I love spooky things train, From the Shadows is one of my favorite illustrations turn animation of the iconic Vampira. Vampira is the fictional character created by the actress Mila Nurmi to be the host of a horror show in the 50s. She is the root of why I love spooky things, and so I had to add my rendition of her into here. Scary Godmother is one of my favorite Halloween movies, and so I created a whole new animation title sequence for it. The clip I chose to show is an animation of a pizza with eyeballs being eaten by the mouth of one of my favorite Scary Godmother characters, Bugaboo. I wanted to play with refining my blinks for eyes, and since there are 5 eyes, I decided this was the best option. My color story was also completely in high saturated colors, which was very out of my comfort zone, but worked smoothly in the end. As we approached the end, I wanted to keep it cohesive, and so I decided to create and depict us leaving a haunted house as the doors close to signify that the end is approaching. I wanted this animation to feel like we were moving through an illustration, and so the more we pan out, the more layers reveal themselves and become part of the whole scene, creating the perfect ending. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Check the description below to check all of my social media handles out, and until next time, see you later.